Leo stood by himself near the old mango tree. At 9 years old, he was smaller than most boys in his class. His school uniform was old and faded. A small tear near the pocket looked like a tiny, sad mouth. He carried a blue nylon bag that crinkled with every move. Suddenly, a group of his classmates, led by a boy named Sam, walked over to him. "Look!" Sam shouted, pointing a finger at Leo's uniform. "Leo's shirt is crying." The other children giggled. "And look at his bag," another one said. "My mother uses that kind to buy vegetables from the market." They all burst into loud laughter. The sound was like sharp little stones hitting Leo. He felt his face get hot and his eyes filled with tears. He hugged his noisy nylon bag tightly, turned around, and walked away. He found a quiet spot behind the classrooms where no one could see him and let his tears fall. That evening, Leo stood in front of a small, cracked mirror. He saw his tear-stained face and the worn-out uniform. He cried a little more, but then he took a deep breath. He wiped his tears with the back of his hand and looked at himself with new determination. "No more," he whispered to his reflection. "I will not cry about this again. I will change it. I will work hard." The very next day, after school, Leo didn't go straight home. He walked to the bustling market. He saw a kind-looking woman sitting by a big basket of sweet yellow bananas. Politely, he went to her. "Good afternoon, Ma," he said. "Please, can I take 10 bananas to sell? I promise I will bring your money back and just keep the small profit for myself." The woman looked at his earnest face and smiled. "All right, little one," she said. "Be honest and be careful." Leo took the bananas and walked through the nearby streets. "Sweet bananas! Get your sweet bananas here!" he called out in a clear voice. It wasn't easy, but by evening he had sold all 10. He returned the woman's money and happily pocketed the small profit he had made. In a little wooden box at home, he dropped the coins. They made a hopeful clinking sound. Day after day, Leo repeated his new routine. One day it was bags of roasted groundnuts. Another day, it was small packets of delicious chin-chin. He met different shop owners and traders, and his politeness and honesty made them trust him. Every single evening, his wooden box became a little heavier. About a month later, Leo stood in front of the counter of a big shop. He placed his wooden box on the counter and opened it. It was full of coins and small notes. He pointed to a crisp, new school uniform hanging on the wall. Then he pointed to a pair of shiny black shoes and a strong black school bag. "I want to buy these, please," he said, his voice filled with pride. The shopkeeper smiled as he counted the money. It was enough. Leo walked out of the shop with his head held high, carrying his new treasures. The next Monday, Leo walked into the school compound. His new uniform was sharp. His shoes shone so brightly they reflected the sun, and his new bag sat comfortably on his back. He walked with a quiet confidence he didn't have before. All the children stopped what they were doing and stared. Sam and his friends looked at Leo, and then they looked down at their own uniforms and shoes. The uniforms they had worn at the start of the term now looked dull. Their shoes were scuffed and dusty. Their bags were starting to look old. At that moment, Leo's things were the newest and nicest in the entire school. Sam and the others felt ashamed. They couldn't say a word. They expected Leo to laugh at them or show off, but he didn't. He simply gave them a small, understanding smile and walked to his classroom. Leo learned a great lesson, and so did his classmates. Nothing stays new forever. The new things of today can easily become the old things of tomorrow. It is not wise to be proud of what you have, or to look down on others for what they don't have. Life is like a turning wheel. Be kind to everyone, always, because you never know when the tables will turn.